you have to prepare 1 minute to prepare and to think, and then 2 minutes to deliver your answer or your response or your opinion about the topic. So if you asking me about the flow, it seems like yesterday. So each finalist will be moved to breakout room with the name as you can see final performance, and then in that room you will present your speech, then answer the topic I give you. After you're done to the speech, you will return to the main room and the next participant will follow the same process. I think you get it. Okay, the next I will remind again the order of the performance. The first participant will do speech will be Darren, the second will be Shane, third will be Delvia, fourth Abdul, and the last will be Michelle. So, are you ready, finalists? Let's start with our first finalist will be Darren. For Darren, you'll be moved to the final performance, and everyone else please stay in here in the main room because after your performance we will do like edu verbal. So see you guys.
no author, no market sellers, and no entrepreneur was left behind. Because that is the legacy worth building together. Thank you for listening my speech.
Okay, thank you so much, Shane, for your final speech. It was so great speech. And now we will move to the second part of this run. Will be I will give you one topic, and I will remind you you have 1 minute to think and maximum 2 minutes to deliver your response of the topic.
Okay, got it.
So, mhm, for the topic, as we know, parents are often the first our teacher in this life, right? So, through their words, action, and even silent example, they pass on lesson that guide us through the challenge and shape who are become. So for your topic is what's the most valuable life lesson you have learned from your parents? Did you get the question?
Sorry, could you repeat because I didn't really get it.
Okay, so the topic is what's the most valuable life lesson you have learned from your parents? Did you get
Uh,
it?
yeah, I
Okay,
get it.
so you have 1 minute to thinking. It start from now. Okay, it's done, sent. So you
Yeah.
have to like second minutes to deliver. It will be start from now.
Okay, so I'm really grateful that there is one life lesson that my parents taught me, which is not to care about what other people think about me. Because like a couple of years ago when I am in junior high school, you could say that many people don't really like being around me because I'm kind of different from them, like from their hobbies. We are not really get well. But my parents said that if you feel uncomfortable with being around them, just yeah, just don't mind them. Do what you need to do and prove them that what you did right now will be valuable for not for just yourself, but many people around you. Because because of that because of that life lesson, right now I am a man that who can be moved by any other critics that for me it's not really important and can affect my life really uh, substantial. I think that is the most valuable life lesson that my parents have gave me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Shane, for the response, and it was so good. So I would like to inform you, you may now return to the main room, and we will continue with the next finalist. But before of that, because this is the last performance, do you want to say something for the judges? You can say it now.
First, yeah, I want to say thank you for Unila, for all the judges and all the committee, because actually I think this might be my last competition in my high school year, and actually I overthink about uh, what should I do in the future. Yeah, I have a goal to uh, study abroad, but I don't have many like portfolio or awards. So when you are holding this competition, I was really interested and I want to show that this is my time to shine. And I think you guys really did well. I want to say sorry if there is or there are my messages that hurting some of people. And I also wanted to say thank you for all of my fellows, my teachers that always support me to rehearsal, to make the text and communicate me well. So that's all that what I wanted to say in this session.
Okay, thank you so much, Shane. And if you want to abroad, good luck for you. So see you in the next competition.
Thank you.
Okay, for the judges, I will give 1 minute to thinking the point that how much you will give to Saint. So after that, we will start the second finalist again. Yes, Mr. Eko. Actually, the second participant it will be Miss Belvia, but I'm trying to connect with her because she has not joined in this room.
Okay, shall we wait for another minute?
What?
Shall we wait for another minute?
Not maybe like a couple of seconds because if he doesn't can come to join us, I will turn to other participant.
Okay, sure, Femi.
Okay, judges. Actually, I'm trying to connect with other participant. Will be Abdul, but He's also not joining here. I don't know why. So please waiting a couple of minutes again. I'm sorry, judges.
No worry, Feby, no worry.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, finally you are here. So, Velvia, I would like to remind again, after your performance, I will give you 1 minute to thinking about the topic that I will give to you, and 2 minutes maximum you have to respond my topic. Okay, did you get it?
Yes,
So
I
for the performance, time is yours.
Right now, if you open your wallet and count on your banknotes, you are not just counting on money, but you are counting trees. Each bill represents pulp from forest, water from rivers, and smoke from the factories. And the real question is, when we spend our money, are we also spending our planet? Ladies and gentlemen, respected audience and fellow judges, my name is Belly Fatali from the University of Brawijaya, and today I invite you all to see smart payment not just as tool of convenience, but also as a weapon of sustainability. This issue became real to me one weekend when I went with my friends to Pasar Klojen, a local traditional market in Malang. You know how it feels, the smell fresh of bakso bakar and the sweetness of onde-onde. These are not luxuries. These are little essentials of student life. You know, our go-to comfort food. But when we pulled out our phone to pay, almost every seller shook their heads and said, "Cash only, miss." The problem, none of us bring any cash. Some had to run to the ATM, withdraw big notes, then struggle to break them into small amount just to pay for a small portion of food. That moment, I realized if something as basic as food, our primary needs still demand cash, then cash is still shaping our habits more than we realize. And each of those bills has a hidden cost of our environment. The truth is, Indonesia still prints and circulates over 1,000 trillion rupiah in cash every year. According to Bank Indonesia, more than 4 billion banknotes are produced annually. Think about it. 4 billion sheets of paper, ink, and electricity only to be circulated, worn out, and destroyed in an endless cycle of waste. We are literally cutting down forests just to keep cash alive. Isn't it strange that in a digital era, we still depend on paper to pay for onde onde? Yes, digital systems use energy, but compared to the endless cycle of paper money production and destruction, the footprint is far lighter. And here is the good news. Change is happening in 2024. Bank Indonesia reported that QRIS transactions surged to 2.7 billion, worth over 720 trillion rupiah. Millions of Indonesians are ready to tap and scan their way into a new culture of payment. And we are not alone. Sweden is also already moving towards a nearly cashless society. This shows one thing clearly. Indonesia is ready. But the question is, will we use smart payment only for convenience or also for conservation? To answer that, let us look at how we can shape the smart payment era into a green future. And as part of youth, I offer 3 recommendations. First of all, we can reframe smart payment as eco-friendly. Campaigns should highlight not only cashless is easier, but also cashless saves trees. Secondly, we can expand digital inclusivity. Imagine if every seller in Pasar Klojen could accept QRIS. No more ATM runs, no more wasteful bills. Lastly, we can create green incentives. Every digital transaction could contribute a fraction to reforestation programs. That way, buying your favorite snack could also mean planting your future forest. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen how cash carries a heavy and hidden cost, and how smart payments can transform both our economy and our environment. So, next time when you buy your next meal, ask your seller if they accept digital payment or QRIS. If not, encourage them. Change begins with conversation like that. A smart nation is not defined only by its technology, but also by its sustainability. I urge you all to pay smarter and let us pay without having to cut our trees. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Melvia. I think that was like so much great speech. So the next turn it will be table topic session. I want to ask you something. Mm, as you know, growing older is something everyone will experience, right? While many people focus on the challenge of age, there are also beautiful sides to it, like gaining wisdom, perspective, and also deeper appreciation for life. So your topic is, what's the best part about getting older? Did you get the question?
All
Did you
right.
hear me? Okay. So you have 1 minute to thinking. It will be start from now.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we're talking about the
Uh, I'm
greatest.
I'm sorry, Wilfia. 1 minute to thinking.
Oh, all right, all right.
So you are so excited.
I'm so sorry.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
All
It's
right.
good. Okay, it's enough, Belvia. So now you have to answer the response of my topic. It will be start from with. Okay, it will be start from now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if we're talking about getting older, it's often seen as something to fear, while in reality, for me personally, it is such a blessing. Every year we live adds not only numbers, but also in wisdom and in experience. Maybe yes, aging could come with challenges, but it also does bring any clarity. We learn to, value the time, to appreciate small things, and also to share lessons with those younger than us. I can say for me personally, I'm so grateful that I get older. So some of the stigma said that getting older is very scary, but I'm so grateful. And I do think that some of the society should not think that getting older is scary because it's also to gain knowledge, to gain any, wisdom and experience. So I think getting older should not be seen as a loss, but instead it should be seen as a proof of growth, of resilience, and also of purpose. So I urge you all and I remind all of us that life is meant to be lived to the fullest, and also it's deserved to be fully lived in every kind of age. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Sylvia, for such a good answer. So I want to inform you after this you have to return to the main room. But before of that, do you want to say something to judges today? Because this is the last performance.
All right. I want to say, first of all, of course, thank you very much for the effort that the judges gave. And thank God I didn't do any mistakes. Just like yesterday, I start earlier. So I start to answer the table topic a little earlier, but it's okay. And I hope the judges also have a good time to see and observe all of these participants. And have a good day, judges.
Thank you, Bolivia. You too.
Thank you. You too, Bolivia.
Okay, see you, Miss Belpia. Okay, judges, again, I will give 1 minute to thinking the point that should give to Belpia. Okay, the next performance will be come from Abdul. Are you here, Abdul? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So Abdul, I would like to remind you again. So after your performance, you have 1 minute to think the topic that I will give to you, and then 2 minutes to share your response. So are you ready?
Okay, first off, that means I have to do my speech and then you'll give me the table topic.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So you can do performance your speech that you prepare before. It starts from now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world belongs to those who embrace change in the era of the big data. That is what the founder of Alibaba said, Jack Ma, one of the biggest markets in the world today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia has not been far from what we know today. The technology and the advancement is far beyond what we think that we could achieve. A lot of the outside world underestimate the Indonesia's ability to advance on such technology. And one of those advancement of technology is QRIS. Now, this QRIS, some people may underestimate the abilities of what they have. QRIS is basically a program that lets you pay cashless without using any cash. Now, ladies and gentlemen, QRIS has been approved internationally. Even the USA thought that they could grab some of the profit of QRIS to have some of their own. Trump even arised the taxation of Indonesia's property in order to get some of the profit themselves. Now, what does this mean? It means that technology in Indonesia has becoming a worldwide sensation, to the fact that other countries are starting to realize its potential. But I will remind you that technology isn't something that is future-proof. There will always be something that could get rid of it, and some mistakes that people can use and show the curious or the technology in a bad light. Let me remind you of a news that happens recently at 2023, where people put their own QR code on a donation box in a mosque. As a result, people started to donate on him instead of the mosque. Now, this is one of the reasons. Now, the second thing is people can use a fake website account and put it on a QR code, because truly, though, we don't think twice on what we're going to pay it with. We just scan the QR code and voila, it's done. The payment is truly done. But people can use that and set up a fake website account to grab your email, password, etc. This private information is very dangerous, my friends, especially on people who are very vulnerable to technology. Now, with all those that I said above, this is one of the few weaknesses of technologies. How can we solve it? The first thing that we solve it is we need to have ground rules. Ladies and gentlemen, ground rules is something that created because some action has been involved. Now, one of those ground rules is something that the government or even the people who are responsible for public spaces can do. One of those things is to put some type of label that is indestructible, and when it is destruct, it can be recognized. Like, for example, in a QR code, there has to be some sort of certification. And when that certification is gone, then legal action must be taken. Now, the second solution that I want to bring you is on how do we recognize the players. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to know what is going on, we also need to act and know how do we solve this problem. Now, the first thing that I want to bring you is that we also need to do the action itself. And one of those actions is we need to know what is the procedure in each of our doings. One of those procedures could be to recognize the payers or the payment, and to ask the officials or even the people who are responsible on it, is this a valid payment and is this a valid owner? Because we don't know unless we confirm of it. Now, from the news that I mentioned above, a lot of people are starting to understand there is weakness to it. But let me remind you that this is a possibility to a better future, a cashless, a payment, and a very fast way for us to improve on. Internationally, nationally, this is the way that humanity has advanced. Every single advancement that humanity has made is sort of a double-edged sword. Now let me ask you one more time, which edge will you take? That's all for my speech. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much, Abdul, for the final speech, and it was so good. So the next session it will be double topic session. So your question, it's not question. I mean, your topic is about, as you know, love is one of the stronger and most universal feeling in this life. In this life, right? So, but beyond the feeling itself, the real challenge is keeping it alive through time, distance, and this change. So your topic is what makes love last? It's simple, simple topic. Did you get it?
Can you
Okay.
repeat it? What is
What makes love last?
love less?
Yeah, what makes love last?
Less as in
Like,
decrease?
no. Yeah, last.
Oh, okay. I see, I see.
Okay. So you have 1 minute to thinking. It will be start from now. Yes, it's
Okay, I think I can start my speech.
okay. Please stop, committee. Okay. Prepare for the 2 minutes. So are you ready for answer?
I want to ask, is this like I create another speech again?
Yeah, but yeah, you have to share your opinion about my topic.
Okay.
Like the maximum is 2 minutes. Wait. Okay. So it will be start from now.
Ladies and gentlemen, all of us have a mother. And the mother figure that we have in today is such a valuable experience for every single human being on earth. Even the prophets, even the presidents, even the world leaders that we know today. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever known what is love and how does it use in such a people, in such people we admired on? Ladies and gentlemen, what by my opinion is love is something that you care about. If it's on a people, you will protect everything on your heart to protect it and not let anybody hurt it. How would you feel when your child is in danger? If you're a dad, how would you feel when your children are on attacks? And of course, the first instinct of that possibility is you want to protect them, hold them to your heart, and hold them dearly to you. Ladies and gentlemen, love is something very valuable to every single person. Now, love lasts as long as those people care and as long as people know their value. People start to talk about their mothers and people start to hate their mothers. But on the deepest hearts, they have something valuable. Ladies and gentlemen, how many stories have we heard about people who hate someone they love until the person that they love died? People cried. People know how valuable it is. People don't know until it's too late to say it. So let me ask you one more time. Is love this valuable to you? Love is something that makes every single human beings on earth to make it possible to act on such evidence, to act on such action that we don't even think about in instinct. It is the fundamental of human beings. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Abdul, for the such good response about love. So I would like to inform after this, you may now return to the main room, and we will continue for the next finalist. But before you move, do you want to say something to judges?
Sure. I would like to thank all of the committee, especially the jury who has been on my side and find out about what I have been what have seen me doing, and I would like to thank all of you for this amazing experience. Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, you're welcome, Abdul, and see you in the next meeting. So good luck. Okay, judges, once again, I will give you 1 minute to thinking the point for the participant.
Yes, we.
Yes, I am here.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Can
Okay.
you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. Do you want to say something, Mr. Eko?
No, I thought you were addressing the juries. Sorry
Oh,
for
no,
that.
no, no. Because I know like Michelle in here. That's why I was asked her. Okay. Did you
Thank
ready, Miss?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, before you start your speech, I would like to remind you again, you have 1 minute. After you do present your speech, I will give you one topic, and you will have 1 minute to think about the topic, and then 2 minutes to deliver your response. Did you get it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you so much. So Michelle, time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What if one day zombies invaded Indonesia? People screaming, traffic stop, panic everywhere. Then you look around, and what's the first thing you would grab to survive? A weapon? Food? Or maybe your phone? Sounds ridiculous, right? But if you listen closely, you'll see that zombies and smart payment actually have one thing in common: survive. Hello everyone, it's me again, Michelle from Mantu Pekan. In a zombie world, no one survives alone. And in our real world, no one should be left behind in the digital economy. Yet millions of Indonesians still live without access to bank. Imagine a farmer in a rural village or a street vendor selling nasi goreng at midnight. For years, they dealt with only cash. But now, with QR code, e-wallet, with digital banking, they too can be the part of the economy. And when zombies chase you, every second counts. And in business, time is money. Cashless payment meant no waiting for change, wasting time counting the bills, and no risk of losing money along the way. Think of the million micro, small, medium enterprises that drives Indonesia's economy. With digital payment, they can sell faster, earn faster, and grow faster. Efficiency fuels productivity, and productivity fuels national progress. But of course, every system has its dangers. In movies, zombies hide behind shadows. In real life, frauders and scammers hide behind screens. This is why shaping Indonesia's smart payment era is not just about building apps or codes. It's about building trust. That means stronger cybersecurity, better regulation, and above all, digital literacy for our people. Because technology is only powerful when people feel safe using it. So let's get back to the first question, shall we? If zombie really did invade, would your phone be the first thing you grab? For me, maybe yes, because in today's world, survival isn't about swinging weapons, but it's about adapting. It's about innovating. It's about shaping a smarter, stronger, future ready Indonesia. And so, shaping Indonesia's smart payment era is not just about transactions. It is also about transformation. It is about ensuring that the busiest city from Jakarta to the smallest city to the smallest village in Papua, every Indonesian has the chance to thrive in the digital age. And that is how we survive. I am Michelle Vikoshu Dosidanya.
Okay, thank you so much, Michelle, for the great speech. And it was unique with your speech. So the next will be table topic session. And I want to give you one topic. It is about society. First of all, do you know about society?
Society,
Yes,
yes.
society. So every society or society has strength, but also habit, tradition, or system that may hold it back, right? And I would like you to thinking about what we could live without it is a way to imagine how society could become better and healthier. So your topic is what could society do without?
What could
What could
society
yeah do what could society do without? Did you get it? The-
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 minute to prepare. It will be start from now.
Thank you.
Okay. Uh, you have to present your speech, and it's maximum 2 minutes. Are you ready? And wait,
Uh,
the committee have to prepare time.
all right.
Like, okay, it will be start from now.
Have you ever noticed how your phone magically recommends ads for things you only thought about? You say pizza once, maybe, and then suddenly, boom, 10 pizza ads everywhere. It's funny, but it also shows how much noise life with every day. And maybe that noise we live And maybe that's exactly what society could do without unnecessary noise. Society doesn't collapse without it. In fact, it gets stronger. Without noise, we could hear real voices, ideas that matters, conversations that inspires, solutions that unites us. Too often, the noise of negativity, gossips, and distraction drowns us the progress we just made. Like, imagine if we cut that out, would listen more, understand more, and act more. What we need isn't more noises, it is more clarity, focus, and connection. So, when we ask, what could society do without? The answer isn't food or art or technology, it is the noise, the the clutter that holds us back. If we dare to remove it, maybe maybe then we'll finally hear what truly matters. That is each other. Now that is it for me. I'm Michelle. Bihoshu Dosidanya.
Okay, thank you so much, Michelle. It was so good. Your response, your opinion, and I want to inform you after this, you will return to the main room because we have to continue to the next finals. But before you out, do you want to say something to judges?
Uh, I would love to say thank you for the opportunity, and I just hope that the result would be the best for me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much to Michelle, and see you in the next meeting, in the next event. So good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, judges, once again, I will let you to take point, and I will give you 1 minute to thinking.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, did you already set up everything about connection and
Everything.
then okay,
Everything's
it's
good.
good.
Everything's good. I'm really
Okay,
glad. Thank you
okay,
so
so
much.
that's
Thank you so much. Really
okay. You're
grateful.
welcome. So basically, I would like to remind you again. After your performance, I will give you one topic that you have to thinking 1 minute and answer maximum 2 minutes. So, are you ready now for the speech?
Yes.
It will be start from now.
Last week, I told all of you that we are all stupid. However, after carefully reconsidering the facts and re examining all the data and analyzing every fact there, I've changed my mind. I was wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, We are not just stupid, we are also in danger. Ladies and gentlemen, smart payment is like online dating. It's good in theory, but bad in practice. However, in Indonesia, not only that it is bad in theory, it's somehow even worse in practice. Why? Well, one of the major selling points of smart payments is a cashless society. Well, it's cool, it's innovative, it's very zaman now, and you get to have a really cool QR code on your business that you can slap to make your business look legit. But ladies and gentlemen, the problem isn't the cashless society. The problem is that my grandma thinks cashless means you don't have money. And when I asked her who told her that, she said, Dr. Tirta. Well, that's just a definition problem, right? That's not a big deal. How about Curis? That's efficient, right? That's convenient. Well, a while ago, when I was trying to buy martabak with my grandma, when we were going to pay, instead of putting the scanner on the QR code, she put the scanner on the food itself. And then, when I was going to get her a phone so she can learn how to use the phone, you know what she did? She tried to turn on the TV with it. Ladies and gentlemen, from what I've told, this is just my grandma being innocent. This is not a huge problem, right? Everyone, financial technology isn't just QR codes and QRIS. What do you think is going to happen if my grandma finds out about pinjol? Oh my God, I would be presenting in front of a Indomaret right now. However, in all seriousness, my grandma's story isn't just unique to her. My grandma represents an invisible society. The people who are too innocent for their own good. Why is it called invisible? Because according to OJK, only 39% of our people are financially literate, which means that 61% of us are vulnerable. Not because our technology isn't good enough, but because it is way too good. In the last 50 years, our technologies have taken an exponential growth, things that we cannot even imagine, from spending all the way to loaning. But you know what hasn't changed? Us. We are as stupid as we were 50 years ago. And the consequences of this is that it is now much easier and much accessible for you to not just pay something, but also to ruin your life. Not just for the older generation, but especially for us, the ones that are the most exposed, we are the most vulnerable. And so, financial technology, instead of it enhancing our financial literacy, it in fact only enhances our stupidity. And I wouldn't want to live in a world, and neither should you. So what do we do? Or to be precise, what can we do? Ladies and gentlemen, we can't just get rid of financial technology. That's like deleting Gojek and then going to school riding a horse. But what we can do is educate our people, make people know and aware that not all financial technology is good, that not all payments are just. And second of all, we need to make technology as accessible for everyone as possible. Because it doesn't matter how sophisticated or late your technology is, if there's no one using it. I don't understand why we are always rushing to create the latest and greatest piece of technology when most people, in fact, 80% of people, can even use something that's already existed for years. Ladies and gentlemen, if we are not willing to change, we won't be shaping an era. We will be shaped by it. Ladies and gentlemen, a smart paying society is only smart if the people are also smart. But not only that we are stupid, we are also in danger. Not because our technology is not good enough, but because it is too good. However, we can't possibly slow down innovation, but we can make sure it doesn't leave us behind. Our society shouldn't be known because of e-wallets or QRIS. It should be known for the people that are smart. We shouldn't let it define us. We should be defined by our wanting to help people, educate the vulnerable, and help those who need. Because at the end of the day, innovation is blind, but innovation is not heartless. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Darren. It was so much a good speech. So after this, you will receive the table topic that I will give it to you. But before that, do you know about human genes before?
Human genes, genetics.
Yeah, it's genetic.
Oh, I know quite a lot about it.
Okay, so sometimes what connect us as human being goes beyond biology or science, right? And it's not only about the genes we carry, but also about value, emotion, and choice we share to make us truly human. So your topic is, what do we all have in common beside our gene that make us human? Did you get the topic?
Can you repeat it?
What do we all have in common, and beside our gene, what make us human? Did you get the question?
I do. Do I have a minute to think?
Yeah, you have 1 minute to think.
Wait.
Okay, it will be start from now to thinking. 1 minute. Okay, it's over. So you have 2 minutes maximum to answer and to respond my topic. So wait, the committee have to prepare the timer. Okay, it will be start from now, Darren.
If you ask me what do we all human beings have in common that aren't genetics, my answer is the indomitable human spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been through a lot, and you've seen me do public speaking multiple times, and I am sure you all think, wow, I'm a good public speaker, right? But that's not the truth. I make mistakes all the time. I practice for hours, running back and forth looking for data that might as well not even exist. I failed and over and over again. In fact, I lost 5 times in a row before I lost one for the first time. But the reality is, we as human beings, we all want to win, but none of us want to lose. And I'm telling you, we need to lose so that we can know how to win. Every single human being on this planet shares one desire, and that is to be better. But sometimes we forget to ask ourselves, yes, we are all human beings, but are we being human? Sometimes we are so harsh on ourselves that we forget that we are also human beings, that we have limitations too. We will all fail, not just in this competition, in life, in our jobs, in our relationships. We will get broken to pieces, but that doesn't make us any less of a person. That makes us human. And that's what connects every single one of us. In this very short lifetime, I will make a lot of mistakes. We will make a lot of mistakes. We will fail. We will get hurt. We will be disappointed. But it doesn't matter what happens to us, doesn't matter what happens to you, as long as we wake up every day in the morning and we put one foot in front of the other and say, today is going to be better. I will get hurt. Yes, we make mistakes all the time, and sometimes it feels like it's always going to be bad. Sometimes it feels that we are horrible. But that's being human. And that's my greatest strength. And it is yours too. Thank you.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much, Darren, for the great answer about my topic about human genes. So after this, I would like to inform you you have to return the main room. But before you out, do you want to say something to judges because it is your last meeting with them?
I do actually. One of the judges in particular. to Kak Jasmine in particular. Is Kak Jasmine here?
Yes, what's up?
It's all good. Just one simple question. Are you going to be judging in EFEC on University of Jenderal Sudirman?
No, I rejected that offer. Why?
Because if you do, something really, really cool is going to happen.
Which is you'll be going there again.
Yeah, but not as a participant.
Oh, are you trying to lure me in?
Well, I would love to be co-workers with you.
Thank you, Darren. I'll think about it.
All right. As for the others and everyone else in this room, I think the most important part about this competition isn't the speeches that we've made. The most important part was actually the parts that no one else noticed. It wasn't this performance, it wasn't this table topic. It was the countless hours that I spent running back and forth looking for data that might as well not even exist. But deep down, I know the things that we do is all for the betterment of the world, to educate our people and prevent them from falling the trap that the people 50 years ago did. 50 years, 50 hours, and a lot of effort has been put into. And I'm telling all of us, after we're done with this competition, let's go home and let's cause some good trouble. Some good trouble, some necessary trouble to redeem the dream of our people. Let's make some good trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, I yield the floor.
Okay, thank you so much, Darren. It was so awesome because you will be AU in another competition.
Yeah,
So,
17, youngest in Indonesia.
wow, you are in senior high school, but you're already being AU. That was so good and so awesome. So,
Yeah.
good luck for
Yeah, yeah.
your, another competition. So, after this, you have to move. So, don't leave.
All right.
And
You guys, thank you
I
so
wish
much for the time.
you. Okay, judges, I will give you 1 minute again to considering the point. Okay, while judges considering the point, because in this room just me, judges and other committee, not participant. For me as a committee, I want to thank you so much for being willing to take on the role as the AJU in this competition, because it will be our last meeting maybe, and maybe truly appreciate to judges about dedication, time, and also support, and your presence it really means a lot to me. I mean, it's not only me but also whole team, our team, committee. And please forgive me if there are any mistake in my words or my action, and I sincerely hope we can work together in another time. It's meaningful and also memorable for me to do speech and to meet Eju, Mr. Eko, Miss Jasmine, and also Miss Novi. So thank you so much, and I'm sorry. Okay, we will move to main room for the verbal Eju. So please wait a minute. opinion about their performance. So the next age verbal it will be come from Miss Novi. Are you available to do age verbal?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So
Okay.
for Miss Novi.
All right. Good morning, everyone. A warm greetings to all of you, to the committees, to the participants, and the finalists who come here today. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for making it to the final round. So here are some key points that I observed from your performances today. I think that every finalist have started started their speech with strong hook, with strong and creative hook, and that really memorable for me personally. You know, almost everyone here knows how to grab audience's attention, and but the next step is make sure that each of you to connect your hooks smoothly. The transition from the hook to your main point, it should be transition smoothly. So yeah, so the hook is not really overshadowing your point. And the second point is, I think almost all of you here also have clear structure and with and also with a clear data as well to support your argument structure, clear structure and clear argument and data, and that's great. And then about the intonation, body language, and expression, um, I think only a few of you show a significant improvement compared to the last performance. And but almost all of you already demonstrate great intonation, great speaking pace, and you need to work to stabilize that, because I see that in the beginning your intonation expression is really good, but in the middle you didn't see, I cannot see that. And yeah, and you also need to add some pauses and add expressions as well, add proper expressions as well. Yeah, I see, once again, I see that some of you still lose control about your intonation, about your pacing as well, but that's all right. You can improve it again in the next competition. And about your table topic performance, I think everyone here was doing such a great job for me. For me personally, your table topic performance was well structured. You delivered with such a confidence and heartfelt as well. You effectively tell us the what, the how, and why using clear examples and original insights. And I truly enjoy your table topic performances, especially your response when it felt motivational, personal, and connecting deeply with all of the audience. However, once again, you can add a bit emphasize on facial expressions and intonation, and your delivery will become even stronger. I think that's all from me. Go back to the committee. Sorry.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Novi, about your feedback. It was such good. And the next and also the last, it will be come from Miss Jasmine. Are you here?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Fabi. Before I start, I'd like to apologize for having my camera off. I don't know why. If I turn it on, I won't see everybody clearly, and my audio won't be as audible as well. Thus, camera off. I'd like to give my feedback onto three different parts. Number one being performance, number two, substance, and then last is technicality. I'd start from the last. Technical wise, the thing is, guys, you guys are doing a competition online. This is obviously different to an offline performance, how it would be like. But I expect you guys to be able to adjust to the condition that you are in right now. when it's online, if we can only see from your dada ke atas, we're not able to see your hand movements clearly, and especially if you're moving around, if you have feet movements, we're not able to see that. This is a very critical aspect because one of the things that we are judging and we're scoring is your body movements as well as your body language as well. And if you aren't able to clearly visualize that, well, that's it for you. So my first encouragement would be in your next speeches, if it's done online, please know how to adjust the camera length or adjust your camera position so that the judges and the audience will be able to see you clearly. Not only hear you, but also see you, because seeing you is a very critical aspect of the scoring matrix. That's for technicality. Second, substance-wise, I think you guys did a really great job in knowing your structure and knowing where to put things. However, a lot of you guys spend a lot of your time on your storytelling. While yes, having a personal aspect of your speech or telling a story is important to start your speech, if out of 5 minutes you spend 3 minutes on your storytelling, that's more of a storytelling than it is a speech. You guys need to know or find a balance between speeches, storytelling, and debating, because those three competition are three different branches. And if you storytell too much on your speech, then what me, Mr. Echo, and Miss Nofi can judge is only the remaining time of your speech, because most of the time that you spend on your speech or on your presentation was storytelling. So please know the difference between the three branches, and please adjust your substance to what a good speech would be like. And then last but definitely not the least is performance. I get that because it's a online performance, it won't be as heartfelt or as ngena as what a offline performance would be like, an offline competition would be like, and that's totally understandable. But regardless, a speech competition requires emotion, it requires intonation, it requires attention from the audience, and that's what a lot of you guys are lacking. I think you can practice this by talking to yourself in front of a mirror and knowing the difference between where you should put an emphasis on and where you should just give information on. And putting an emphasis could be done through many ways, though I'm going to mention a few major ones. Number one, perbedaan antara nada tinggi dan nada rendah. You need to know, for example, I know you can't see me right now, but you can obviously tell a difference when I say, "Isn't it crazy? Blah 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 blah." That's nada tinggi. That's different to second example. Can you imagine? Blah 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 blah. Nada rendah and nada tinggi is obviously different, and I want you guys to be able to set a difference between when you're setting information or when you're putting an emphasis on something through your intonation. That is very critical, and that's something that you guys are lacking, and you need to further improve on. And secondly, obviously, is facial expressions. Yeah, facial expressions play a really great amount in showing emotions. Please know how to express your emotions and your stress or even your happiness in your speeches well with your facial expressions and your emotions, because a lot of you are good in intonation, but your face is flat. Or if your face is expressing emphasis, your intonation, your nada tinggi rendah is flat. That's something that you need to find a balance on. It's something you need to be great on both. You cannot be good in one over the other. It's not a choice. You have to be good in both in a good speech. And that's what I think you guys should improve on from these three aspects. Because while a lot of you are really great, you guys haven't reached your full potential. You guys haven't become the perfect versions of yourself. And that's what I hope if I judge you next time, if Mr. Echo judges you, or if Miss Nofi judges you in the future speeches, where we hope to see you improve, and we hope to see a lot more progress from you. I think that's it for me, Fabi.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Jasmine. And it was so much such a good, insightful, and also suggestion about the speech. And I learned a lot of things for it, and also it seems like for participant also. So I think that's all from the edu verbal. We will move to closing, and I want to say thank you so much, honorable judges, for the amazing feedback, and thank you for the finalists for giving your very very best today. And I know reaching this final round, it's already big achievement for you. Whether you win or not, remember that the confidence, skill, and listen you gain will last for beyond in this competition. So, on behalf of the steering committee, Fabi, it has been a great honor to accompany you in this journey. So, let's give one last round of applause for our judges, finalists, and for everyone who made in this event possible. So, thank you so much. That's all from me. So, have a great day. So please don't forget to pray to be the announcement will be present at maybe 5 p.m. in this evening. So see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, judges and committees.
Once, say what we want, say what we feel.